Hurts. How do you come back? What's the fight you show next year?
Well, we'll see who we got back after this year. We understand this team won't ever be the same. People won't be. I mean, going to this game, we understood that they wanted to get their players out to open space. We contained Debo. We contained McCaffrey for the most part. But, like I said, they made more plays. We limited, we tackled, we ran. But they made more plays.
Do you feel like this year can be the year that the Dallas Cowboys finally get over the hump?
Yeah, just because the intent and the purpose. Like, I just feel like we so much more purposeful right now.
Says on the beat, boy.
Yeah. Cause he wanna light. Headlights, I've been with midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, tryna get my mind right. Push the bucket to the lip, push that bitch into the fence. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right. Headlights, I've been with midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, tryna get my mind right. Push the bucket to the lip, push that bitch into the fence. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right. Yeah.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy DMV back with another one. We're going to talk the 49ers offense, man. And we had an opportunity to see Micah Parsons after the loss deflated. And then you got an opportunity to see him with the pivot where he was rejuvenated, refocused, had a whole offseason to kind of focus on the things that had the team fall short last year. Now, they did a very good job against the 49ers offense last year, which is a highly methodical offense by Kyle Shanahan, a genius. He has tools over there. He has weapons over there. You know what I'm saying? He has Christian McCaffrey. You got Ayuk. You got Debo Samuel. You got George Kittle. You know what I'm saying? Those are the guys that we know about. But the things that I'm going to point out today are little subtle things that make this offense tick and how the Cowboys can identify it and what they can do to remedy it. All right, let's get into the film, guys. Let's go. The 49ers find creative ways to run. They do it, and they do it well. And it's led by the guy, Kyle Juszczyk, who can be an H-back, who can be a Y. He can move around, move in motion, and he's really just, the catalyst of it all. The 49ers use pre-snap motion to dictate to defenses and get the looks that they want. So they actually missed on that one, but you're going to see them do it again. They're going to use the motion. Juszczyk is going to come across. They're going to move that backer and get that crosser / slant behind it. If we're being honest, Brock Purdy is still a 1 to 2 read quarterback. So if you can get him off that first or second read, you got to try and flush him to his left where he's not as decisive as he is going to his right. So you can see him, and he's going to be locked in on this Y option right here, which is going to be Kittle. He's going to be locked in. They're going to push him, but he's going to go right where he's comfortable, dump it down to McCaffrey, and McCaffrey's just going to make a chunk play out of really just a check down. Now, what I will say is he's a lot better at scanning to his left than he was last year. He still gets to his sweet spots, and he's going to hit McCaffrey here in the flat. But you're also going to see from this wide angle that he's going to lock in on it. So I still don't know if it's premeditated, if Kyle Shanahan is telling him where to throw the football, but it's quick and it's decisive. And this team loves to set up the split zone out of different formations. You're going to see they're going to do it out of 13 personnel there. Now they're just going to motion Debo over, fake the jet, and then get the split wide underneath. So you're going to see it from the wide angle here. They're just going to get down blocks from the backside. Your H is going to come across, get the split, and they're going to get the zone there. So you guys got to see it on film now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list out the 5 things that I think that the Cowboys should observe and how they can counter it. Number 1, no matter how much hype Brock Purdy is getting, he's still a glorified game manager. And here's the crazy thing, because Dak Prescott gets that same role, but if you watch the 49ers, and I've watched about 2 or 3 games this year, he's still game managing. It just so happens that they're doing it at a high level, and that Kyle Shanahan makes it looks more, he makes the bells and whistles look more cute, so it looks like he's doing a lot more than what he really is. But in all actuality, he's really just 1 to 2 reads. And for the most part, Kyle Shanahan has it so that it's an easy read for him to make. You know what I'm saying? He's not really out there making calls at the line and stuff like that. He's not doing that. At the line, they have a premeditated motion, and they're getting into their play. Like, so what you have to do with the 49ers is to combat that is you're going to have to play the chain game. You're going to have to make them go in 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 7s, and make Brock Purdy constantly make those tough throws. And my number 2 observation kind of feeds into what I was just talking about. But Brock Purdy does scan the field and get to his progressions a lot better. You know what I'm saying? So if you're getting him into those 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 6s, don't let him get to his sweet spots, right? And how do we combat that? Last year, Micah Parsons made life a little bit hell, made hell. So I think that the Cowboys need to attack the left side of the defense. So more so their right tackle, force him more so to his left, like we were talking about, and make him have to, flip those hips and make those throws that he don't want to make. You get him into those 3rd and 7 type situations by controlling the B gap. That's what I found in the scouting report last year. If they like to do a lot of counters, they like to do a lot of split zones and stuff, control the B gap. And when the Cowboys did that last year, it kind of held their run game in check. So if the Cowboys can control the B gap, I think they have a good shot at putting Purdy into those situations. Number 3 is that their motion dictates to the defense. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to identify the motions, and you're going to have to pick your sweet spots on the defensive side with your matchups. You're going to have to put Michael on the duck, with the duck meaning somebody that has no chance in hell. And you have to control the interior. We have the strength in the bigger guys to do that. And if you can do that, then you make the 49ers have to go to plan B out of what they really want to do, which is dictate to you. What you'll be able to do is make them have to counter what you're doing, make them have to think a little bit more. And if you make them have to think a little bit more, they're not as effective. And number 4 is when they do motion, they don't give you much time to react. So you're going to have to identify where the motion is and just do your job. That's what the Cowboys are going to have to do. There's no hero ball this week. Everybody has a role. Do your role. Stick to it. And last but not least, Kyle Juszczyk is the key to their offense. As I said last, they don't do very much different than they did last year. It's the same thing. It's just that Brock Purdy had an off season. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't have a great off season, meaning, you know what I'm saying, he was coming off of that injury, but they do a lot of the same things. They're just sharper at it because, you know what I'm saying, he's not a rookie anymore. But outside of that, they do a lot of the same things. So Kyle Juszczyk pretty much is going to tell you where the play is going or what the type of play it's going to be. So you got to, in knowing that, it's more so about really just having an idea of where they're going to be or what type of things they can do when he's in whatever position he's in. Micah said it himself. They like to get their guys in space. McCaffrey, Debo. It's been kind of Ayuk this year. Ayuk has kind of emerged as their number 1 receiver. And knowing that, they want to get their guys in space, I think the Cowboys have a blueprint on how to slow this team down. And really what it's going to come down to is what the offense does. And I will do another video talking about the things that I noticed about the 49er defense and how the Cowboys can exploit it. Let me know how you like this video. Let me know if there's some observations that I missed. Obviously, we know that their big guys are going to do or they're going to try and get those guys into places to make plays. But the small, subtle things can really, make this offense have to think a little bit more than they really want to. But appreciate you guys for stopping by, and I'm out. Peace.